back again. This time I'm gonna have a look at the lab coats. If you're a demonstrator, then you would put a red coat on. If you're working in the lab, you would put it on a white coat. Important is that your lab coat is buttoned up. So lab coats are part of your personal protection equipment. And there are some things I think that are important to notice, which I would see a lot. For example, people work in the lab with the lab coats tied up, right? Rolled up, the sleeves rolled up, which means if you get any bad chemicals, and in general, in CHEM103, we don't work with too many bad chemicals, but it's good to get into the habit of that. And you notice I'm wearing my safety glasses. During COVID, we were having major problems because we were wearing our mask, which means that these safety coats, these safety glasses would fog up. So you have to keep them on at all times. I generally think, if you have your sleeves rolled up, it's pretty useless, because any sort of splattering that you get, because really these lab coats are meant as a protection of the clothes that go under it. Very important about the lab coats in general, unless of course you bring your own lab coat, is that they stay in the lab. They are then properly washed. And you'll notice if I would put on gloves, I have a nice seamless connection between my hands and the rest of my body, and particularly my short sleeves. Now, people are allowed, as we've been pointed out, you can wear bare feet, but you do need proper protection. My personal point of view and my personal recommendation is that you actually wear long length trousers, but I do point out that's not a university requirement. That's just something that I think that is important to do. So if we go and get a couple of gloves, you can see, or you probably can't see, but they are marked, and I dropped this on the floor. They are marked as large, so if I put on these large gloves, and as I said before, it is much better if you actually just change your gloves, because it's easier to change your gloves than it is to change your hands. If you see me in the lectures, I'll put up a couple of pictures there of where you can see how people are generally, when we produce some of these photos, and you can find them online, where people are having something really dangerous in their environment and they're not actually wearing the lab glasses. And that means there can be bad stuff can be happening. But now when I wear this, you can see I've got protection on my hands, I got protection on the rest of my body with this personal protection equipment. I'm wearing them barely 20 seconds and they're already annoying me. So use them when you need to use them. Very important when we talk about wearing gloves. So if you wear gloves and let's say you touch hydrochloric acid or any sort of other material that is not good for you, one of the things to avoid doing is, which is very natural by the way, I can do this now because I'm wearing clean gloves. Don't touch yourself, don't touch your eyes. If you use your device, you then are going to transfer whatever is on your materials or on your gloves onto your devices. Same goes with writing notes. If you're writing notes, take off the gloves. You don't want to transfer what you have on your gloves onto your materials that you then take home. If you go to the lectures, you'll hear me talk about what happened with Marie Curie, very famous scientist, won two Nobel Prizes. Her notebooks, because she worked on radioactive materials, are probably not fit to be actually used. They need to be kept in special containers because they'll be radioactive for the next 1500 years, and that's not a joke. We're obviously not working with radioactive materials here, but it is important to realize to have a good practice when you're in the lab. So wear gloves. If you need to touch your face or your ears, or you want to have a little thing, take them off. Same when you write in your notebook, take them off. On notebooks, don't take your notebooks inside of the fume cupboards, which you can see here behind me. You would write your notebooks on your desk. Same with your laptop. If you're going to type on the laptop, don't wear the gloves. I've probably said it multiple times, way too many times, so I'm going to thankfully take these gloves off, and I'll see you in the next video.